Hi everyone, I'm David from davidoyoga, and welcome to Yoga for Weight Loss 30-Minute Vinyasa Flow. So this is week number 4 in our 6-week series focused on burning extra calories and fat, toning muscle, and helping you reach and maintain a weight that feels great in your body. Even though this is week 4, you can do these practices in any order, so feel free to start here, or you can go back to the beginning and do them sequentially. Totally up to you. So first and foremost, what are we going to do today? We're going to have fun. And it just so happens that we're getting really healthy and gaining a whole bunch of extra energy in the process. If you like this series, if you like my teaching, then please subscribe to my channel. It really helps. And I want to keep on giving you these videos. I really enjoy it, and I think it's important. So subscribe. Are you ready? Let's do it. All right, let's begin in child's pose. So, bring your hips to your heels and then stretch through your arms, your hands, your fingers. And as you exhale, let your head rest softly on the mat. And take a few cleansing breaths here. Big breaths in through the nose and out through the nose. Close your eyes and let your breath clear away a little space for your practice. Whatever's on your to-do list today, it will still be there for you, I promise. There's no benefit in rolling those thoughts around the mind, so set them aside and focus solely on this moment, this breath. With each exhale, release tension from the body. So feel your face, your jaw, your cheeks settle, relax. Relax your shoulders. Now let's take a few little subtle twists in child's pose. So tent the left fingertips up, lift the left armpit, and just dip the right ribs and the right armpit down. And then back and forth we go. So tent the right fingertips, lift the right armpit, and let the left ribs now come down. Go back and forth like this, nice and slow with your breath. This is a little subtle motion, but it's really effective to help you get some opening and length in the hips, the spine, and the low back. On your inhale, lift the hips off the heels and then walk your fingers forward, puppy pose. So stack the hips over or in line with the knees. Melt your heart down. As you exhale, continue to melt down, opening through the heart, the chest, the shoulders. You can look down here, you can look forward, whatever feels natural in your neck. Inhale, walk the hands slowly back towards you, tabletop. Curl your toes, lift your hips, and push back downward dog. Take your feet wide on the mat and walk your hands back about halfway to the feet. And then with the right hand, grab the outside of the left ankle. As you exhale, look up underneath the left armpit for a little twist here. And square the hips, so draw the outside of the left hip back. And continue to deepen the twist as you breathe. Release the right hand. Let's take the other side. So left hand, right ankle, and then slowly look up under the armpit. Draw the outside of the right hip back. And breathe. Release the left hand. Walk your hands back all the way to the feet, toe, heel, feet together. And let's take a bow, Uttanasana, at the back of the mat. Bend your knees as much as you would like here. Grab opposite elbows, little sweet sway side to side. Release the elbows, bend into the knees, and roll up the spine. Feel the breath inflating the upper body. Inhale, lift the head. Reach up tall. Cactus arms, lift the heart. Open mouth, exhale. Big breath, reach tall. And as you exhale, bow, reach your heart and the crown forward. Inhale, walk your hands all the way back to the top of the mat, downward dog. Ground down through your palms, your finger pads. Lift the tailbone, draw the navel in. Then push the thigh bones to the back wall. Great big breath in. Open mouth, exhale. Slowly walk your feet to your hands, and we'll take a fold at the top of the mat here. Bend into the knees, tuck the tailbone, and again, wave up the spine. Great big breath, sweep the hands up to the sky. Bring your palms together overhead, and as you exhale, let the hands come down to your heart. Anjali Mudra. Close your eyes, let your shoulders relax. Feel grounded, rooted, present, and alive in your body. Welcome to your practice. Big breath, sweep the hands high. Exhale, bow and empty. Halfway lift, step the left foot back, low lunge, and then peel the right hand open to the sky, revolved lunge, gaze to the lifted hand. Breathe, press firmly into the left palm as you spiral your heart open. As you exhale, bring that right hand down, low lunge, and step back, plank pose, holding plank for a moment. Draw your navel in, and then lift the tailbone, push back to downward dog. As you inhale, wave forward back to plank, and as slow as you can, lower all the way down to your belly. Feel free to come to your knees at any point there. Untuck the toes, hands next to the low ribs. Cobra pose, press into the heels of the hands. Heart forward, draw the shoulders back. Exhale, slowly lower. Hips to heels, child's pose. And as you inhale, come forward, tabletop, curl the toes, lift the hips, downward dog. Bring your feet together and take the left heel up to the sky. Exhale, knee to nose, squeeze it in, press into the earth, and step through between your hands. Low lunge, step the back foot forward, and fold, empty breath. Bend into the knees, tuck the tailbone, wave up. Reach up to the sky, bring the palms together. Exhale, bring your hands to your heart, relax your shoulders. Wash away all of what just happened and come to this moment. Inhale, sweep the hands high. Exhale, dive empty and release. Halfway lift. This time, step the right foot back, low lunge, and peel the left hand open to the sky. Open the heart, gaze to the lifted hand. And draw that bottom shoulder, the right shoulder, away from the ear as you spiral the heart open even more. Exhale, left hand comes down, low lunge, and step back, plank pose. Draw your navel in, press through the mat into earth, and lift the tailbone, push back, downward dog. Again, just like the last time, wave it forward, plank pose, and slowly lower all the way down to your belly. Untuck the toes, hands next to the low ribs, press into the heels of the hands, and then pull the mat towards you to push the heart forward. Exhale, slowly lower. Hips to heels, child's pose. Inhale, come forward, tabletop, curl the toes, lift the hips, downward dog. Bring feet together. Inhale, take the right heel up to the sky. Exhale, knee to nose, squeeze it in. Hold and step through between your hands. Low lunge. And step that back foot forward to meet the front foot. Forward fold. Bend into the knees. Tuck the tailbone and wave up. Lift the head. Reach fingertips into the sky. Palms meet overhead and draw Anjali Mudra to your heart. Relax the shoulders. Big breath. Eyes open. Take the hands high and sit your butt low. Chair pose, Utkatasana. Take a moment here and see if you can find some space and softness in the shoulders. Relax your gaze. Shift weight into the heels a little bit. Feel the intensity grow in the thighs, the glutes. Big breath. Exhale, fold. Empty. Halfway lift. Step the left foot back, low lunge. Again, peel the right hand open to the sky, gaze up. And as you exhale, swim the right hand forward, create a big circle, nice and slow, and bring it all the way down inside the front foot. Walk your hands around to the left, turn all 10 toes off the side of the mat, and fold, Prasarita. Hand shoulder distant on the mat, walk them back in line with the toes, and fold. Let gravity draw the crown of your head down. So option to keep the hands here, or you can grab the outsides of the ankles and pull the heart back toward the thighs. And send weight forward into the balls of the feet here. Feel the stabilizer muscles turn on. As you inhale, rise up halfway, and then turn over the left shoulder. Walk the hands forward into a low lunge and peel the left hand straight up to the sky. Revolved lunge. Slowly bring that left hand down, bring the back knee down, and find a half split. So shift the hips to stack over the back knee, extend the left leg, and fold. Reach your heart forward. If you have blocks, it's nice to put the hands up on blocks here to get some extra length through the spine. And breathe. Breathe into the belly of the hamstring. And as you inhale, halfway lift, draw the front heel towards you and lift the back knee. So we're back to a low lunge here. And then step this front foot back and up to the sky. Three-legged dog. Bend the knee. Stack the hips wide open here. And bring that left knee to the top of the left tricep. So this is core work here. Pressing into the tricep, pressing into earth. And let's step straight back into plank pose. Now, let's walk our plank. So dip the right knee down and up, left knee down and up, and back and forth like this, like we're taking a little walk in plank. Now, if you need to come down to both knees and rest, totally cool. Few more deep, full cleansing breaths. Come back to plank, and as slow as you can, lower all the way down to your belly. Untuck the toes, cobra pose. Hands next to the low ribs. Press into the heels of the hands. Heart forward. Pull the mat towards you. Exhale. Lower. Hips to heels. Child's pose. And then come forward right into cow. So push into the mat. Send the heart forward. Shoulders back. Exhale. Round and flex. Cat. Inhale. Cow. Exhale. Cat. Draw the navel in and up. Back to tabletop here. Curl the toes, lift the hips, and push back. Downward dog, and we walk our hands all the way back to the feet. And toe heel the feet together. Big toe mounds touch. Heels are slightly separate. So a sweet fold here. As you inhale, bend into the knees, wave up the spine, nice and slow. And as you reach the hands to the sky, lift the left knee. So one leg mountain pose. Exhale, bring hands to your heart and hinge forward from the hips into warrior 3. So level the hips as the left heel lifts, the left hip dips. With the hips level, breathe. Heart is nice and bright here. And then as you exhale, standing split. So the body becomes like a lever. The heart dips as the heel lifts. Hands slowly come down all the way to the mat. Option to play with balance here. You can bind the standing ankle with one hand or perhaps both hands. And as you exhale, hands come back down and lower that top foot to meet the bottom foot and fold. Few breaths here. You can bend your knees as much as you would like, and over time, begin to straighten, press the thigh bones to the back wall until you feel sensation in the hamstrings. And just stay for a few breaths. Inhale, walk the hands slowly back to what was the back of the mat, which is now the front of the mat, downward dog. Feet together, take the right heel up to the sky, nice and strong. Exhale, knee to nose, squeeze it in, and step the right foot through between your hands. Peel the right hand up, 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 gaze up, and then swim the right hand forward slowly, creating a big circle all the way down to the inside of the front foot. Walk the hands all the way across the mat and turn over the left shoulder. Low lunge. As you exhale, bring that right knee behind the left, curtsy, wing the arms back. Inhale, step tall, mountain pose, palms come together overhead. Exhale, hands to your heart. Let's take a few breaths here. Reset. Again, what's done is done. Notice where the mind takes you. And just notice. You can let the thoughts go. You don't have to follow them. You don't have to believe them. You don't have to react to them. They're just thoughts. Big breath. Blink the eyes open. Reach up tall and let's sit low. Chair pose. Utkatasana. So feel all four corners of the feet rooted. Big breath in. As we exhale, let's sink a little bit deeper and shift into the heels. Feel the intensity grow in the thighs and the glutes. And counter that intensity with softness in your gaze. Smile in your heart. Big breath in. Exhale, fold, empty, and release. As you inhale, halfway lift, step the right foot back, low lunge, and peel the left hand up to the sky. Gaze up. Breathe. Don't stop breathing. It's not an option. Exhale, swim that left hand forward, create a big circle all the way down to the inside of the front foot. Walk your hands around to the right, all 10 toes off the side of the mat, and we fold Prasarita. Hands shoulder distant. Again, option here to grab the outside of the ankles, pull the heart back toward the thighs. A further option here is to come up halfway, interlace the hands behind the low back, draw the knuckles down and away, and take a bow here, drawing the wrists together and the arms, the knuckles up and forward. So really great shoulder stretch. But only if it feels good, right? If it feels like really unbalanced and awkward and uncomfortable, why would you put yourself through that? Do what feels, we have to challenge ourselves, but work within our threshold, right? Release the bind if you have it. Halfway lift. Turn over the right shoulder. Low lunge facing the back. Peel the right hand up to the sky. Gaze up to the lifted hand. Press firmly into the left palm. Feel the earth beneath you. And as you exhale, right hand comes down. Back knee comes down. Extend that right leg long and fold. Empty. Release. So check in with alignment here. Your hips are squared to the front of the mat, so draw the outside of the right hip back. Inhale, come forward, front knee over the front ankle, lift the back knee, low lunge, and then step your front foot back and up to the sky, three-legged dog. Bend the knee, stack the hips open, nice and big and open, but keep the chest square to the mat. And then slowly, with control, right knee to the top of the right tricep. You're going to feel this, no doubt. Hold, press, breathe, and then step straight back to plank pose. And let's take our plank for a walk. Right knee, and then the left knee, and then we go back and forth, just like this. Keep drawing the navel in. Again, if you need to come down to both knees, It's fine. Do it. And then come back. Coming to stillness in our plank, slow as you can. Lower all the way down to your belly. Untuck the toes, hands next to the low ribs. Let's find cobra pose. Press into the palms, the base of the palms, heart forward. Exhale, lower. And exhale. Come all the way to child's pose. Inhale, come forward, right into cow. So push into the mat, heart forward, shoulders back. Exhale, cat, round and flex. Draw the navel in. Again, cow pose, big breath in. Exhale, round and flex. Come back to tabletop, curl the toes, lift the hips, down dog, and walk your hands all the way back to the feet. Again, toe, heel, feet together, and fold. Bend into the knees, tuck the tailbone, and let's wave up the spine. Reach up tall, and this time one-legged mountain pose with the right knee lifted. Hold, breathe. As you exhale, bring hands to your heart, and let's hinge forward into warrior 3. Level the hips here. So it's not about lifting that right foot as high as you can. It's about keeping the hips level. Brighten your heart. And as you exhale, toppling tree down to standing split. So the hands come down, the right heel lifts, the heart melts. Standing split, keeping the hips level. Option to play with balance. Bind the standing ankle with one hand or perhaps both hands here. Exhale, hands come down and drop or bring that top foot down to meet the bottom foot, fold, empty breath. Let's take Pada Angustasana here. So peace fingers grab the big toes. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold, empty. And again, you can bend the knees a little bit here, and then as you breathe, begin to straighten until you feel enough sensation in the hamstrings, and you can stop there. Release the toes. As you inhale, walk your hands all the way back to the top of the mat for downward dog. And bring your feet together and take the left heel up to the sky. Great big breath. Exhale, knee to nose, squeeze it in, hold, and step through between your hands. Peel the left hand up to the sky, gaze to the lifted hand, and breathe. As you exhale, swim that left hand forward nice and slow, all the way down to the inside of the foot, and then walk the hands across the mat. Turn over the right shoulder, low lunge. As you exhale, curtsy, left knee behind the right, wing the arms back. And we step forward, mountain pose. Palms meet overhead. Exhale, draw hands to your heart. Let the shoulders relax down your back. We'll take a few clarifying breaths here. Slow your breath. Relax your shoulders. Big breath in, sweep the hands high. Exhale, swan dive, empty and release. Halfway lift. Let's step back to plank pose. Lower your knees nice and slow and find child's pose. Let your forehead rest. Let your shoulders rest. Let your mind rest. So just watch. Watch the thoughts as they come one by one and let them go. No attachment. No meaning to be made. And slowly sit back to your heels. Sweep your legs around in front. Paschimottanasana. Flex the feet, root down through the sit bones. Great big breath, reach tall. And as we exhale, fold forward, reach your heart forward, draw the sit bones back. And melt nice and slow with a long spine and some space in the low back. Just take it down enough so that you feel it in the hamstrings, but you continue to maintain some space in the low back. As you inhale, rise. Reach your hands forward, slow your descent all the way to your back. Nice and slow. Hug your knees into your chest. Give yourself a sweet hug, a little rock, side to side. Spend a few moments here opening the hips, so release both feet down to the mat and figure 4. Right ankle to the left thigh. Flex the right foot and draw the left knee in. You can interlace the hands behind the hamstring or in front of the shin. And let your low back and your shoulders ground down. Close your eyes and breathe. Exhale. Release. Let's take figure 4 on the other side. Left ankle, right thigh. And draw the right knee in. And come back to your breath. Soften, relax. Let gravity be your friend here. And everything melting down. And exhale, release, extend, and a big stretch. Fingertips and toes in opposite directions. Reach, breathe. And exhale. Just melt into Savasana. You can stay with the hands over the head here, or you can bring your hands next to your sides, whatever feels good for you. And with a big exhale, rest the body, rest the mind. Begin to bring movement to your fingers, your toes, your wrists and ankles. And as you inhale, reach your hands overhead and stretch. Make yourself as long as possible. Exhale, draw knees into chest. And roll to your right side. As you inhale, press up to a seat. Sit up nice and tall. Close your eyes and bring palms to heart center. So one of the most important things we can do for our health, our wellness, mentally, physically, emotionally, is to let the internal flow of energy move through us, to flow unrestricted. And our practice helps us, one, to be aware of this energy, and two, to open and to catch ourselves when we close our heart, close our mind. And so our practice, our daily practice, is to notice that and to open and to breathe, to take the time we need to reset. This energy is healing, it's clarifying, it's our connection to Source. Let's close our practice with one great big Om. Inhale. Om. Bring thumbs to the point between your brow, the seat of your inner light. The teacher, the light, and the love within me sees and honors the teacher, and the light, and the love within each one of you, sweet and beautiful beings. Namaste. Thank you so much for sharing this practice with me, spending this time together. If you enjoyed this practice, if you like my teaching, then please subscribe to my channel. It's a big help, and I want to keep on making these videos for you, so it really helps to support me doing that. Thank you. Have a beautiful day. Namaste.